Hello everyone, welcome back to Curious Pri, where we unravel timeless wisdom of ancient stories and their relevance to our modern lives. Have you ever wondered if the revered author of the Ramayana, Valmiki, was once a bandit and a killer? Can you imagine how a bandit transformed into a sage who wrote one of the greatest stories in our history? Today we're diving into this mind-blowing tale. But before we start, could you please make sure you subscribe to our channel? Your support keeps us motivated and helps us bring these fascinating stories to you. So hit that subscribe button now. Our story begins with Lohajangha, a man infamous for his life of sin and banditry. One day, while lying in wait to ambush travelers, he encountered 7 extraordinary sages known as the Saptarishis. Determined to rob them, Lohajangha confronted the sages with a threatening demand for their possessions. The sages remained calm and responded, "All we have is knowledge, and knowledge cannot be given but only absorbed." This response didn't deter Lohajangha. He threatened to kill them if they didn't comply. Seeing his desperation and potential for change, the Saptarishis asked him a question that would alter his life forever. "Lohajangha, you do all this for your family, but will your family share the burden and the consequences of your sins?" This question struck Lohajangha deeply. He never considered the consequences of his action beyond his gain. Seeking an answer, he hurried to his family, only to find they wanted no part in his misdeeds. They refused to bear the weight of his sins. This revelation left him in shock and despair. Realizing the gravity of his actions, Lohajangha returned to the Saptarishis, overwhelmed and seeking redemption. The sages, seeing a spark of genuine remorse, offered him a path of salvation. Chant the name Rama, the epitome of virtue and divinity. But Lohajangha, burdened by his sins, found himself unable to utter the sacred name. Understanding his struggle, the Saptarishis offered an alternative. They told him to chant Mara, M-A-R-A, which denotes death and is the reverse of Rama. And so Lohajangha began chanting Mara. Over time, the repetitive chant transformed into Rama. For 14 years, he chanted incessantly, so deep in his meditation that 7 anthills grew around him, completely enveloping his body. After 14 years, the Saptarishis returned to check on his progress. They found him covered in anthills, symbolizing his intense and unwavering devotion. The sages gently broke the anthills, revealing a transformed Lohajangha beneath. From that moment, he was known as Valmiki, as he had emerged from the anthills. He had found his true self and was destined to write down the epic story of Lord Rama. Valmiki went on to compose the Ramayana, one of the greatest stories in our history. His journey from a bandit to a sage is a powerful testament to the transformative power of dedication and the divine name of Rama. So what can we learn from this extraordinary story? Here are my 3 takeaways. Number 1, the power of redemption. Valmiki's transformation shows that no matter how far one has strayed, Redemption is always possible through sincere effort and self-reflection. It reminds us that our past doesn't define our future. Number 2, the impact of positive words. The simple chant of Mara transforming into Rama illustrates the profound impact of positive words and thoughts. It highlights how a shift in perspective can lead to a profound personal change. And last but not the least, the importance of perseverance. Lohajangha's 14-year penance teaches us the value of perseverance. True transformation takes time, unwavering commitment, but the results are deeply rewarding. That's it for today's episode. If you've enjoyed this story and want to explore more such fascinating tales, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Curious Pri.